Good morning, people. It is Monday, September 30th, the last day of September. It's 11:30 in the morning. It's been a while since I did a video. I want to say it's been about 7 or 8 weeks. As some of you might know, I had another assignment to do that lasted about 6 or 7 weeks. It ended last week. So I've been dying to do a video, because so much has happened in these markets and continues to happen. And I finally had a day to do one. Can't promise I'll do any more because, it's back to studying. When I went to bed last night, gold was down about $3. But I could tell from just the action. I said to myself when I woke up this morning, gold was going to be down about $15, and it was down $13.70. And right now it's down about $14, $15, whatever it is. And I really wanted to talk about that. There's so much in my stack all these weeks. First thing I want to talk about is the bond market. Okay, the bond market. Everybody is saying, watch the bond market. You got to watch the bond market. There's somebody out there, don't look over here, look over there. Don't look over here, look over there, right? What are we looking at, really? What are we looking at? You know, I used to watch the bond market. And you know what I feel like? I feel like a hamster on a treadmill, okay? If you hear those pitter-patter of little hoofs, that's, I'm babysitting my daughter's dog, Rocco. He's going down the stairs now. He probably doesn't like the sound of my voice, okay? So he probably got a little scared. Reminds me of another YouTuber who I respect a lot, Monaco64. He has a little dog on his couch, but this dog, Rocco's a little more, he gets going. But anyway, let's get back to business. The bond market. This is a 5-year chart of the bond market, okay? And if you go back 5 years, this is basically July 2015, right? It's basically in the same spot it was now. Remember, not that long ago, I think it was last year, everybody was getting steamed up. Yields were rising. This was finally it. The bull market in bonds is over, right? That was everybody. Whoa. Now, just recently, it was going down and down and down, the yields. Whoa. It's going down. The yield curve is inverting. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. Then what happened? Then all of a sudden, it started to go up again. It's going up now. You feel like a hamster on a treadmill. Right? It's all noise in between, okay? But from 15, basically, actually 16 to 17 to 18 to 19, it's the same. Everything else is noise in between. So what am I watching? What am I watching? Nothing. It's a waste of my time, quite frankly. That's the bond market. Next thing I want to talk about is silver. And we've been hearing so much about this gold to silver ratio. It means nothing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Silver could go up, okay, which would minimize the ratio, or gold could go down, right? Nobody wants to say that, right? It's nonsense. It means nothing, right? I've been seeing all these videos, YouTube videos and articles. Silver it's great. It's exploding. It's doing fantastic. The gold-silver ratio is finally in our favor. This proves we're in a bull market. Nonsense. Silver's doing great. Yeah. Silver sucks. Let's call it for what it is. Silver sucks. Okay? The people who are standing here saying silver is great, it's like the joke I told you a few times, right? The guy's at the racetrack, okay? It's the 7th race. He's lost his family. He's lost his business. He's lost his friends. He's lost his home. He's lost everything. It's the seventh race. He meets an old racetrack buddy, and the buddy says to him, how you doing? I'm about even. Who are we kidding here? Silver was once practically $50 an ounce, okay? It's now about 17. Explain to me how that's great. Silver is a lousy investment. I'm going on record saying that. It's not even an investment. You might as well go to Vegas, okay? You might as well go to Vegas. You want to hear the siren call of those slot machines? Oh, somebody just won. He just hit the jackpot for $1 million. It must be a great investment. No. Yeah, some people will hit it. But all in all, silver sucks. Call it what it is. Okay? It's in the cellar. And who knows when it'll come out. I own a lot of silver. I'm sitting on a lot of silver. Will I ever live to see the day when it's back at 50? Who knows? I doubt it. Who knows, though? Now, in my previous video, I once pulled out this champagne, and I told you the story behind the champagne, right? I'm not popping the cork, right, until I see those prices again. I might never pop the cork. Who knows? I'm not going to smoke and mirror people here. There's a lot of P.T. Barnums out there. A lot of P.T. Barnums right now. They're all getting on the silver train. It's got smashed just even recently. 40 cents, 60 cents, 30 cents. It's not an investment. Okay? It's pure speculation. You might as well go to Vegas. Okay? You want to debate me on that? You know what I have on my side? The price. History of the price. There's no debate. You say it's manipulated. Yeah, I agree, it is. But what does it matter? Does that change anything? And talking about manipulation, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but now I'm reminded of those criminals that are spoofing the gold market. So what do they get for it? An early retirement and a bonus? Who are these bastards? Let's move on. You might ask, why am I working? I can't make these videos because I'm working. Why is that? The truth? Because I invested in gold and silver. So what has it got me? Had I just taken my money and thrown it into stocks, I wouldn't be working today. Okay? But after 20 years in the gold market, I'm still working. So what does that say? This might come across like I'm attacking gold and silver. I'm calling it what it is. Okay? I just am. Let's move on. Trump. He's been tweeting so much, right? There's one particular tweet that caught my eye a few weeks ago. First, he lambasted Draghi, right, for lowering their interest rates so they could compete with the USA, this currency war, currency devaluation. He's lambasting Powell for not doing the same thing. He says he should hire Draghi, right? Mario Draghi just announced more stimulus could come, which immediately dropped the euro against the dollar, making it unfairly easy for them to compete against the USA, blah, 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 right? There was one tweet, though, he set out, which I thought was very interesting. President Donald Trump on Thursday slammed the Federal Reserve by praising the European Central Bank for cutting rates recently. Praising the European Central Bank for cutting rates, despite it hurting U.S. exports. European Central Bank acting quickly. Cut rates 10 basis points, Trump tweeted Thursday morning. This was like a couple of weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, whenever it was. European Central Bank acting quickly. Are we in an emergency here? Is there an emergency going on that I don't know about? That they had to act quickly? Could it be what's happening with the repo market that they're not telling us? Okay? What do you mean acting quickly? Usually you act quick in an emergency situation, right? We have to act quick. So what is he talking about, this president? I don't know. Maybe it's the repo market. Maybe we'll see what happens in the first week or so of October with this repo market. Okay? Maybe it's not the technical glitch they want you to believe it is. We'll see, people. We'll see. Finally, I want to get on to gold. Technically now. Technically. Enough of the venting and the ranting. Technically. Okay? Gold's in a battle, people. This is a battle. And there's going to be a lot of casualties. Okay? And that's the God's honest truth. Okay? I mean that. All right? It's a battle. And when I went to bed and I said, gee, I don't even want to look tomorrow morning because it's going to be down $15, and sure enough, it basically was. I knew they wanted to break the back of 1,500 in the worst way. And they did it. Okay? They were throwing everything at gold to break the 1,500 level. It is a battle. This is a 60-day gold chart. And it's got the New York close, it's got the London AM, it's got the London PM, all right? Blue dot, red line, so on and so forth. Look at the concentration there at the 1,500 level. That is a battle right there. 60-day gold. It's going to take blood to win this thing. They're battling it. There's a record number of shorts now, open interest. Why? Why? They hate gold. These are the gold haters. So you got to think long and hard if you want to be on gold side or not. I'm serious. You're not going to get any medals. Now, let's talk about these moving averages. Now, you know I've identified this massive inverse head and shoulder pattern, right? I've been talking about it for months, right? And gold had broke out of that key 1340 level, all right? That was my target level, 1340. It had to take it out decisively and hold it, which it did, okay? And it had a big run up. And now there might be this consolidation phase, okay? So it's got to pull back down to these moving averages, all right? Otherwise, it would be just overbought, okay? These are the moving averages for gold right now. The 20-day moving average is 1516. So it's underneath that. That 50-day moving average is basically 1500. They took that out. The 100-day moving averages is 1426, all right? So we might see, again, might see a pullback to this 1420, 1430 area, okay? As the price of gold goes down, the average will slowly go up a little. We'll call it 1430, okay? So we might see that pullback, all right? We have to watch. But the 20-day moving average, okay, might cross over below the 50, okay? So we have to watch that too. So it's a battle. But we might have to come back to these moving averages, all right? We have to see. I want to close with one more piece. You know, our president, when he was running for office, when he was a candidate, he used this. He said, "We're going to win so much. We're going to get tired of winning. Tired of winning. What is he, a jerk? Really? Does anybody really get tired of winning? I mean, I don't think I would get tired of winning." I want to read something to you. This is the psychology of losing, okay? The psychology of losing. The unbending truth is that a race has exactly one winner. Every other competitor loses. And depending on their expectations, each of them has to deal with varying degrees of the emotions that come with losing. A single loss can be hard enough to deal with, let alone a string of losses that shake our very ability to perform. No matter what the sport, every competitor hates losing, and for good reason. Besides the blow to the ego, losing actually hurts. Not in an abstract way, but in a very real manner. It makes your stomach churn, changes your blood pressure, constricts thousands of muscles, impairs decision making, elevates stress, reduces testosterone, causes dopamine deprival, and much more. It's real. We've all felt it, and it's no fun. Your body wants to feel better. Your mind wants to prove its worth. Your ego wants to regain its self-image. These are real and measurable physiological and psychological effects. Losing quite literally feels really bad. Okay? The article goes on. It's a very interesting article on the psychology of losing. Okay? Why am I reading this? Because if you've been in the gold market and the silver market, okay, you've been losing and losing and losing, okay, for many years now. And it's not fun. And it does hurt. So if you're just going to listen to some P.T. Barnum and Carnival Barker who decides, oh, I'm just going to make a YouTube video because silver's so good, right? You better think long and hard because he's got nothing to lose. All he's got is the gift of gab. And maybe he'll make some money selling newsletters or something. This is serious stuff. Okay? The psychology of losing. Okay? It's real. And if they can't shake you out, they're going to wear you out. Okay? This is what they want. They hate gold. Okay? That's why I don't know if I'll ever be able to pop this cork. I don't know, quite honestly. Okay? It's a battle. Reminds me of that movie, the book, right? The Lord of the Rings. I remember I read The Hobbit. Great novel, The Hobbit. And then I picked up, after The Hobbit, I picked up the first book in the trilogy. I think it was the Fellowship of the Rings, right? And I read, it just seemed slow going and dry, and I lost my interest in it, right? And I put it down and I never picked it up again. Then the movies came out a few years ago, right? And I decided to see the movies, right? I really wasn't into it. But I remember that it was like, this is the battle. And then there was another battle. And then another battle. It was like, every battle was, this is the final battle. No, this is the final battle. No, this is I was like, when are we going to get to the final battle? I don't know. And that's what it's like in the gold market. There's always a battle. There's always worlds to conquer. And right now we're in another battle, people. So you got to make decisions. Do you want to stay in the battle? Or do you want to get out? Choice is yours. I'm not telling you what the right or wrong answer is. I can make a case for either one, okay? But I'm not going to come here with all this technical stuff and everything else and blow smoke like this is great. It's not great, okay? Anyway, that's about it, people. I miss you guys a real lot. It's a beautiful day. Try to get out there, take a walk, clear your mind, you know. It's really good for you. The weather's been beautiful over here. I can't remember a better September where I live. It's been fantastic. Anyway, that's about it, people. I wish you all the best. I really do. Stay strong. Ciao.